Hello and welcome to Thalric Plays Darkest Dungeon. The following episode was recorded during one of my live streams on Twitch, so without further ado, let's jump into the episode. And what are we looking at? Do I want to stress relieve him? That's the question. Maybe. Maybe. But we probably don't really need to. So I think let's just take a look at what we have available, so we won't go into the wield, because it's just not really an option. Don't have rank 3 yet, so warrants could be a thing. We've got a medium one, deeds would be good. Book of Rage, plus damage. Yeah, don't really like that, don't really need that. Okay, that could work. It's a short one though. Medium one for a stun amulet. Minus dodge is really bad there. And gather relics is not ideal. Medium here for plus 10 accuracy melee skills, plus bleed skills, plus damage melee skills. Okay, I haven't used that one like that so far. But maybe you want to go into the Cove. It's weird that in the Cove you get bleed skills, where Blight would be... No, it's the other way around. Let me take a look again. The Cove is good against... I think Cove is good for bleed. Something. I keep forgetting. Okay, bleed is less. Blight is better. So... Can I get a Blight party going here, maybe? So who would we want to bring? Maybe Holland as a frontliner. And then I could finally get her in there again. She's got a Blight. And she could heal, nervous stab maybe. I'm not sure. I'm kind of struggling to figure out how to use her. I could definitely use... a plague doctor in there. Noxious Blast is Blight, this is Blight. Heal, Disorienting Blast is a stun and a shuffle and a corpse clearer. This looks pretty good actually. Don't have the... We probably don't need the battlefield medicine. We can go for blinding gas instead, but yeah, that should work. We do need some sort of healing though. So probably the occultist. For that, yeah, let's take an occultist for healing. And maybe we can bring her like this. Because she can work out of any position. But is he good enough a frontliner to make that work? We can stun with him, we can mark targets, protect, we can self-heal. Yeah, that could work. I think I'm going to try that. And hope that it does work out. So let's go back and provision these guys. So let's move them. Can I move these? No. Okay, yeah, so we do see that there. So we want to upgrade them. So Holland, move in. Get these. Want to upgrade all of them, I believe. So there goes a lot of our money again, right away. But that's perfectly fine by me. So plus damage against... Yeah, better accuracy is nice. What's next? We do need the stunning blow. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's take these. I'll probably switch these two around a bit. So Venoir. I'm not completely sure on her skills. We definitely want the Blight upgraded. Then we can force a guard by ally with a protection buff. That seems useful. Don't really need that. Plus dodge and speed is nice. It's back 1 though. So I don't know, we probably can use the nervous stab as well. A little bit. Buff target. It's just a dodge buff. So how do we build her? We take out the flash powder and go for the nervous stab. Yeah, I think that's okay. So, is there a way to move him or her? Or actually, let's check this. Yeah, so let's see. The move back is a problem. Potentially. So we can't really use it with her here, I think. So we'll take the heal for the little bit of healing potential. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. So we'll do this right now. And what's next? Nope. And these are all already upgraded. So let's check this again. We're taking Noxious Blast, we're taking the Blight, both of the Blights. That's a single shuffle. And self-heal with Cure Blight Bleed we're going to leave off for now. Ooh, buff target plus damage and plus speed. No, let's keep that on there. I really could use the heal, maybe. So I think we got everything, don't we? So let's move out to, or move on to trinkets. Okay. We can use additional protection on him, or protection at all, because he's going to be guarding stuff. So that will be useful. And well, let's see about other stuff first. I do have a Blight trinket, don't I? Yes, so we'll give out a Blight trinket here. And what else? We could go for extra scouting chance again, which could be good. So I don't know, we do need additional damage. We do have the Sun Ring. So I think we're going to give him the Sun Ring. His stress is pretty bad. But he can stress heal himself. Or maybe I shouldn't take the Stun Ring on him. Or the protection. I'm not sure. It's so much stress and we can't really address that very well. So that's a big question right now. So I think we'll do this a bit differently. Give her the one for dodge and death blow resist. This is fine. And then we'll do this. Plus damage. Not ideal, but let's try it like this. I think that's okay. And we don't have too much here. That could be better. So, nope. Don't want to unequip all them. And what was this again? It's a 100% of room battles. So let's see about that. We do take some food. Like this. A bunch of shovels. Some keys. Well, 3 should be enough. 2 stacks of torches. Let's take 1 holy water. And how much bleed was there? How much bleed was there? I don't know. Yeah, I think a little bit of bleed is there. So let's take 2 bandages and try this. Looks a bit weird. Let's hope it works. I'm not sure about the damage of this group, but it could work out okay.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares.
Okay.
They must be flushed out.
I don't like the layout, but oh well. Let's go this way first. And let's hope that she can do stuff here. I think this is a fine start. Could be worse, so do we Abyssal Artillery? We probably pull her forward. That works. And he can just attack her in front. We don't really need to force something here, so let's blight this thing, I think. The stun is quite annoying. So I could also just stun her. So let's do that for now. And so what do we have? We have a stun. What's the stun resist? 50% is too much. So I'm going to just blight this again. Yep, like this. Just more damage. It's blighted, so it's dead. Yep, that's good. The stumbling scratch is not a big deal. So that's dead.
Gently.
I finally get to use I get to use blight more, which is nice. Ooh, that isn't good though. The bleed damage is more annoying than anything else. So kill her. Yes, that works. And what's next? So we do have Cure Blight Bleed, which we might as well just do. Can just get rid of the bleed. It's not a big bleed, so it's not that big of an issue right now. Hard, har, har, har. Aren't you funny again? Let's heal him. Oh, come on. And he's bleeding, of course. So that's not good. Let's try that again. Do I bleed him again? Yes, I do. So ideally, he's going to die before... Or I get to... Yes, this gets to happen. So I can remove the bleed before. That's what I wanted to say. And do I actually need to battle heal? Probably not. I should switch that out. I get something else for now.
Destroy them all.
Okay, that's interesting. Scouting whistle. And we do get the minor antiques, which are the antiquarians thing, of course. So let me check there again. I think we'd much rather go Inspiring Cry. And yeah, let's keep going. Barnacle Crusted Chest. Key, I guess? Let me check that. Shovel. We need a shovel for that. Also okay. So our inventory is already full because of reasons, but that's okay. Ooh, that's a room battle. And now we'll get to see how well this group performs. Pretty much. So we can glide in the back. That's really, really nice. And I think this could do well. So we'll blight both of them back here. So the guy... This guy's already dead and he's getting very close. I think our best chance is probably to stun him. To mitigate the damage. So he's toast.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And he's dead next round. They do get to deal a little bit of damage now, but could be worse. The barnacle barrier is more annoying than anything else, but that's fine. Yeah, might as well just blight the front line as well. That works. All of this is looking pretty good now. Let's... what do I want to do here? The vulnerability hex is not going to... Well, we can mark him. It's fine.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Doesn't help too much, but every little bit counts. Nice. And yeah, let's just keep blighting. The blight is really, really good here. His stun resist is okay, so we might as well try to stun him. Works, wow. So that removes the guard, which makes things easier on us. We can go for the Spearfisher. And do this, I guess. Anything I want to do here? Yeah, I think we can heal back here. That's probably our best bet. Oh, the bleed is unfortunate though. But we can remove that ourselves if we really want to. And I think I'd much rather go for the direct damage, which works. So we only have this guy to deal with. And he's... The blight is doing a good job, and we just need one more hit and he's pretty much toast. That bleed I'd really like to remove though. We do have the bandages, but we also have our Plague Doctor that potentially can do stuff. So this guy is dead anyways. He's going to be dead thanks to the blight. So I might as well remove the bleed on him. And it actually removes the bleed on herself. I forgot that it does both. So that's awesome. Well, it's back, but we're still better off than the other way around. A rare antique. That's awesome. And that's the antiquarian doing her thing. So let's get rid of the anti-venom and take that. That's 1,000. That's so awesome. I think this group is working pretty well. Okay, so we do know that there is a room battle there, but we need to go this way first. We don't have medicinal herbs, so we will leave that corpse. Some battles. These are all fine, and we're getting a lot of surprised, which is pretty okay. I don't really know. We don't really need to do a whole lot. Let's Abyssal Artillery. It only hits one target, but it's still 7 damage in this case, so pretty awesome. What do we want to do here? Probably blight one of these. Let's blight the guy in the back still. These guys are more annoying for their stun and not necessarily for their overall damage. So he's dead. They do have a decent stun resist, so we'll just go for straight up damage. Thank you. And that's just one left. So he's going to shock us. I'm really like this, and by the way, I usually stream from 8 to 11, so we do have about 50 minutes left, so this mission and probably another one. But because I have some vacation days, I don't need to work right now, so I will stream longer. I don't know how long yet, just longer. So I'm happy about that, and I hope you are as well, so we can do a little bit more. And what do we want to go for? Let's remove the bleed. It's a trooper round, which is annoying, and we'll just do this. Okay. We're keeping control. The apprentice level dungeons are not that bad, so it's overall it's fine. So what do we want to do here? We probably want to... Let's use the holy water and just buff ourselves. We've got increased resistances here, and then we'll take the busts because there are more of them. But this is fine. And if we bring the antiquarian, we might as well try to make the most of her. So I really need her stuff to, or her to do her stuff. Nice. Torch. It's pretty useful. And the minor antique. That's the fun thing. Everything she interacts with, you get stuff from. I think we don't have really good disarm here. 70% is the best. Okay, works. That's good. Unfortunately, lots of empty stuff right now. So this room is empty. I think we scouted that still. Yes, so we move on to the next rooms.
The light.
And if there's no more room battles here, that's fine. If it happens, it happens. Would be a little bit of a waste to go that way in that case, but not much we can do about that, so it's fine. But I assume we will get at least one more room battle out of this. So far not. Let's see about the scout. There is one, so good thing we checked. Well, really was pretty necessary. More torches, so I can keep them burning as much as I have been. Please do that. Nope. That's another trap. Yeah, okay, we can just heal this. It's no big deal. So what do we get? That's okay. I think we'll heal. I could have gone for the backline there, but I think I'd much rather make sure that they can't kill Plague Doctor. Ooh, that's stress. I might have to... Maybe we can control this battle a little bit. The blight resist in the back is not really good, so we'll set up a blight there. So the humanoid enemies are not just particularly good against anything in those areas. And so far we haven't even needed her protection skills. So this is a stress heal. But I really want to stun right now and go for some stress heal a little bit later, so probably next round. Once we get rid of a little bit of stuff here. So she's dead next round. She's going to die through the blight. But we really need to address this stress here. That's not good. Can we do anything? We don't have a whole lot of this to deal with, so I could just do this. Maybe vulnerability hex? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, he resisted. That's a shame. But it's fine. So, I'll stress heal here. I could really use his stun, but we're still looking okay there. Let's stack the blind there as well. So he is not quite dead. He has 1 hit point left after that. But I can double blight back there. I'm really liking my blight setup right now. So these two guys are dead.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'll just try to do some stuff here. We'll heal her. Yeah, let's use the buff now for once. Just set up the protection. And also, yeah, he's just going to take less damage, which is good, so I can do more of this. No more stress damage, so no more stress damage, and then this happens. All I have to deal with now is these two guys. Unfortunately, I can't really stun them, except with the guy that I need to use his own stress relief with, so I won't get too much out of it, but I'll try my best. So let's get rid of this guy first. He's a little bit more annoying, I think. Although he doesn't bleed as the other one does. Okay, that's good. Ah, come on with the crits. The crits are so bad. Nice heal. But the bleed... we'll remove that in a moment. I'm still going to go for the stress relief. And we can still camp, of course, once, so... it's not a big issue. We can heal him up. We're not dealing a whole lot of damage, but let's just hope that they don't keep critting us. so that I can work with this. At least they're focusing him. He's the one that can take the damage the most. Okay, bye-bye. Hey! That's more crit heal. Or more crit relief because he crit healed himself. So let's try this again. I'm not really getting rid of a whole lot of stress here, but, well, it's still okay. But now we have to work on him dying sooner or later. Which we're going to do. I'll keep stress healing with him. Every little bit counts here, I guess. But he's just not going to live very long now. The Blight will pretty much kill him now. So if I get one more round before that, it's fine. Nice crit. But I bleed again, but it's just for 1, so 3 damage. Overall, still okay. Ooh, a journal page.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I should take the portraits, but I want the journal page as well. So we'll read that. Journal of Darius, Highwayman, Day 4. The road to this damaged hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I had never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interest had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We'll leave at first light on the morrow. So, I didn't even know I could read them out of this, so I wanted to take it then and then scrap it. Which now we're going to do, because it doesn't really help us. So what's this? The ship's figure hat. Okay, that's just positive in everything it does. So that was stress relief, pretty much. And then we have all of this, so we can go back to here. And I don't know if I'm going to camp at that point. Possibly, but right now I don't really need to. Yeah, and I did confuse the R's with an R with an H as well. It's cursive, whatever, something along those lines. So it's a little bit difficult to read if you're not familiar with it, I guess. But I really like the journal entries, and it's nice to finally find some. But it's too bad that they don't give any money. There is a mod for this game called Pitch Black Dungeon, where the creator of the mod actually made it so that they are worth 500 gold each when you find one. Just so that it's worth it to keep them and take them with you. And I really like that change.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So we're going to do these 2 battles and then we're going to camp again, I think. Okay, that guy does deal stress damage, so we need to get rid of him first. Oh, okay, stress rate back there. Neglect. Let's pull him forward, actually. Ah, he resisted. 10% chance for that to work. So not a very big one. So we are... Oh yeah, I forgot. We do have a stun on the Plague Doctor as well. I keep forgetting that. And it's one that moves as well. So that's pretty nice. Can do this. Just blight a bit. And what are we going for? Probably a stun. Just try to bring a little bit of control into this. And blight this guy. So he's dead. Good. So this works okay right now. Let's heal. Oh, for 1. And resist. Probably want to stun back there. Now that I've remembered that I can actually stun here, that's pretty useful. So we have 2 stuns, not 1. Let's go for a little more stress heal again. So if we work under the assumption that they can't really crit us that well, going for the stress heal is fine, because we won't take too much damage out of this overall, so it's perfectly okay. Let's blind this guy. And we can stun him as well. So unfortunately no stress, no stun stress relief this time, but I can go for that next round again. So we can stun him in the back now. So they're both stunned, and we get another round of us doing safe stuff. So he's already dead, so we can just blind him now. We don't need to do anything against this guy anymore, which is pretty good. So let's blind up front. That's 6 damage, he's got 9 hit points, so overall, not too much they can do. Yep, so in his next round he's going to take 2 more damage, and then he's toast. Nice, 12 damage, please no bleed, thank you. Perfect. And what else? Probably keep stacking the blight, I guess. In the cope, this is really, really nice. Oh wow, 8 damage to blight. That's pretty impressive. I don't really need to heal. I could heal, let's just hope we don't bleed ourselves. We don't, so we're all looking good. And bye-bye.
Success so clearly.
So let's read this again.
Or is it merely
Blood-soaked pages torn from a journal. They are sleeping. I am kept from slumber by a distinct stream of whispers, as if carried by the currents and waves of the sea. I have not told them that most of my flesh has sloughed off? I don't know. Revealing a strange silvery membrane, I keep myself covered. They questioned me when I ate the meat raw at Campfall and found my response difficult to understand. I suppose it would be best to explain my condition when they awaken, then they would be convinced of my urgency to leave and find aid in the hamlet. Okay, that doesn't sound pleasant. It really does not. For one, we need to do that with her. Come on. Thank you. More stuff. This is a lot. These 2 rare antiques alone are really, really nice. I like this a lot. Okay, this group shouldn't be too big of an issue. The stun is annoying. Oh, nice dodge. Really, really nice dodge. Call of the Deep is the buff. That's a problem. We need to stun him. So Blight back there. And hopefully our Plague Doctor gets to act before she does. Yes, so we can stun the guy with a buff, so he can't deal too much damage. Good. And then we can try to kill him. Thank you. That works. Okay, so he gets to do a stress wave, unfortunately, but after that he is dead. He will die thanks to the blight. And what do we go for? Probably just a stun. Don't really need to heal right now. We could pull him, which also wouldn't help too much. Let's go for the vulnerability hex. I don't really know if that helps us too much there, but oh well, it's okay. So once I move out of the apprentice dungeons into the harder ones, I think things are going to turn around, because right now I'm pretty confident in what I do most of the time right now, so it's not a big issue for the most part, and not a whole lot of things are going wrong. But once the difficulty spikes a bit, things will start to look different. I'm pretty sure about that. So I'm looking forward to getting there, but I'm also concerned. He's got a buff, I think, so we need to... Oh, it's just a stun resist buff. It's fine, it's still less damage that he can deal. So that's fine. No, don't really need to stun him. We can pretty much just kill him, but let's go for a little bit more stress relief here. Yeah, right now it's working really, really well, but I assure you, James, it's not going to stay that way. It's going to change pretty soon, I think. Once I reach rank 3, and we can go for veteran level dungeons, I think things will start to look quite different. Quite different. So we don't really need all of the torches anymore. I should have used one before that. I didn't. So let's do this room, and I think after that we'll camp. Oh, trap. That hurts.
Curious is the
debuff.
trap maker's
Minus
art.
dodge and minus speed.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Take those. So let's not use light right now. Let's just hope we don't get a battle in here. Okay. So we'll go back to here, and then I'll camp, and we'll take the last 3 rooms. I'd like to address this stress, if I can. Which should be doable. Okay, and time to camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
So what do we have? We still have enough food, so we can take the full rations here. To get rid of stress. What do I have? Minus stress, heal 20% hit points. No, don't really need that. Don't really need that. Nope. Also nope. Solve plus 1 damage plus damage. Minus stress for battles. Do I have a way to prevent the nighttime ambush? I don't. And we also don't really have a way of reducing stress that's already there, unfortunately. So we are just going to reduce the stress that he takes. Let's do this. Increase strength for us, but it increases his damage. Well, actually, minus stress removes mortality debuffs. There, we don't have mortality debuffs, but it still removes 15 stress, so that's pretty good. We don't need to heal. We don't need this. Anything else useful that I can do? I don't really need that. Could go for these resists. Yeah, let's do this. So we might get ambushed now.
The way
We
is
don't.
lit.
Okay, that's
the
good.
path is clear. We require
So we have
only
3
the
rooms
strength
left.
to follow it.
Let's see how many of those have room battles. Oh, our first obstacle.
Another mariner.
So right now, I brought too
Another
many shovels, but
misfortune.
I'd rather have too many than not enough. I really don't so far. I like most of them for what they are. It's really interesting, but I don't really... The thing is, I haven't played the game too much, but I've watched the game a whole lot. So I've seen pretty much the entire game on YouTube, on other guys' playthroughs. Before I now decided to just go in there myself, really, and do this on stream. So I've been watching it for months, so I do have the theoretical knowledge there, but I don't really have a favorite. It's too early for that, I think. Or maybe ever. Could go for even more protection. Stun resist is not that good, yeah. Let's bulwark here, I think. Gives him, it marks him, which is dangerous. I don't know if the mark was a good idea. It might not have been, but we'll see. Okay, they are really going at it, unfortunately. Okay, thanks to the blight. And he's also dying to the blight, so we'll remove both of the bleed effects here. And what else do we need? We don't really need a heal. Well, we could. We could heal our Plague Doctor. She can use it. Oh, she's bleeding again. But it's not too much damage, so let's start stacking the blight on the Bloodletter, I guess. And do I want to try and stun him? Maybe not. Oh, yeah, that bleed is stacked now, though. Let's go for straight up damage, I think. probably better. Oh, she actually can't use the fortifying vapors here. I didn't even notice that until now, when I really should have. But it's okay. Yeah, let's do that again. Just 4 damage. I think I want to remove bleeds again. So we don't go for more blight from him, unfortunately. But that's still fine. That's a lot of damage and he's still going to die. So I don't really care. Oh boy. No heal. At least no bleed either. Oh cool. That was everything. Really nice. Heirloom chest. So skeleton key. Take everything and we'll keep going. I'll take a look at the last 2 rooms to see if we get anything there. Eerie coral. Medicinal herbs. Otherwise, it's potentially meh. It's not really worth it, so let's ignore it. Okay, that's another obstacle, but we do have more shovels, so why not? So there's no more room battles, at least, that we do know, but there might be... Yeah, we've got... I'm at least going to take a look at the curios. And then I might leave. Still no medicinal herbs. But that's fine. Okay, what do we dump off? The anti-venom. And I think I'm going to do the last hallway battle as well, because it's going to give us reward. Oh, a bloater? A brown thrall. That's what they're called. So these are eldritch, which means I deal extra damage. Yeah, let's do this. It does deal more damage against eldritch, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken. This guy could be problematic, though. So let's do this. So he's blinded and dead. Bye-bye. Because I think he can blow himself up or something like that. So that's kind of bad. So let's try to get rid of him. If I remember correctly, he can do that. Goggling grab is okay. Okay, bye-bye. Wow, that's a lot of damage. A little bit of healing. So, what are we going for? Probably just straight up damage. I don't really need to blight this anymore. But here, it's still our best chance. Maybe with a stacked blight it would have been better, but I'm not sure. And it's the last thing we're doing anyways. And we're not going to get any more stress. So there's that. And it got us a little bit more out of this. And this room should be empty.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish.
And we also get the Plague Doctor trinket, but it's better for bleed and not for blight. So depending on how I'm going to use the Plague Doctor, we need to do this differently. That's a lot. And then all of this. And 2 resolves. Plutomania, Manic for money. That sounds annoying. Steady is really nice. Minus speed and Photomania. That's okay though. Okay.
The poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
Anything else? Probably not. So it's been a while since our last town event, I feel like. So let's sort by level again. Come on. Wait, why aren't... Am I weird? Shouldn't I have... Wait, do I need to... Did I never notice that? Sort by level. Okay, now we have them all on top. So, I think we should remove more quirks. We do have a lot of money right now. So let's take the little chance here to remove the weak grip on life. The minus death blow resist is kind of bad. Although we probably are not in a position to need that. I'm not sure. These are fine. That I don't care about. You know what? Let's get rid of the anemic. Let's put Saley in there again. Nope. I have to go there. And do this. Okay, aside from that, we do have a lot of money right now. So what are we going for here? This we don't need. Okay, we can't really upgrade much here. We could though. We can reduce the cost of upgrades. That sounds useful. Maybe. Maybe in the guild we can reduce the training costs even further. I think that could be good for now. Yeah, let's do that.
A strict regimen is paramount if one is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
But aside from that, I don't know. We don't really need to do anything there right now. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon. If you want to catch me live during one of my streams on Twitch, feel free to follow the link to my channel and follow me there to get notified when I stream. You can also subscribe to my channel here if you haven't done so already. And then, because this is the end card in case you haven't noticed yet, here are 2 more suggestions as to what else you could watch from me. And that's it. So, thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye.